Hi there, it's Catherine Burgess with Burgess Group Compass. We're talking about last week's Boulder County real estate numbers. Nationally, the median prices in different price bands and how that relates to what we're seeing locally. So starting with last week's Boulder County numbers, we had 114 new listings come to market. That compares with 100 in 2018, 106 in 2019, and 125 in 2020. Under contracts were super high at 124. So that is in big contrast with 84 in 2018, 78 in 2019, and 122 in 2020. So very similar to what we were seeing last year in a time that otherwise, is not completely following the same trajectory. So for month supply of inventory, last week we had 1.02 month supply of inventory versus in 2018 we saw 0.99, in 2019 we saw 1.03, and in 2020 we saw 0.95 month supply of inventory. So extremely similar for this time of year to what we've seen in the last 3 years. And then in the price bands, from 2.5 million and above, we have seen a bunch of sales in the last 2 weeks, and supply there is getting pretty thinner than the other parts of the market. And the other parts of the market have had a fairly balanced sell-through rate, slightly favoring sellers. So when more inventory comes right before Labor Day or right after Labor Day, we might see that shift a little bit. So nationally, we have seen year over year the median prices really go up. So again, the takeaway from this national portion is that we have a trend that is happening. It is not mimicked exactly here, so these are not our numbers. But in the luxury market, the median luxury price has gone up 25.8%, which is an enormous amount. The median affordable pricing has gone up 18.7%. And then those median in-between categories have come in at 16% and 13.2%. So we have definitely locally seen that luxury market accelerate at a greater pace than the rest of the market. I wouldn't say our local market has accelerated at the same pace as what we saw in the national median. And same with those median middle parts. So those numbers are really driven by scarcity and buyer demand. We've had a ton of buyer demand. We haven't had the same type of scarcity that has been in some other markets, and that's been fueling those huge numbers. So our numbers are going to be a little bit lower than that, but again, we have seen a dramatic rise in our luxury market. So if you have questions, please feel free to give us a jingle. We are happy to be a resource. Sellers, as you can see by those month supply of inventory numbers, we are still in an extreme seller's market. We need new inventory. There are lots of buyers, fewer than before, but still loads of buyers looking in every category. Buyers, if you'd like to learn how to be successful in this market, we're great at getting people under contract. Please call and like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you again next week. Thanks.